Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
You know, whenever I go to Taiwan, no matter how many times that I've been, it seems like at some point I will hit a wall with the food and nothing over there will appeal to me. And it doesn't happen as often now as it did early on because it took me a few trips before I really fell in love with the food. And I really love Taiwanese food now. But at some point, I usually go through a short period, maybe a day or two, when nothing over there appeals to me. And it happened again on this recent trip. And I'll start craving something from home, like American style barbecue, which you cannot find in Taiwan. Or, I've always loved pizza, but Taiwanese pizza just doesn't do it for me. And some Mexican, there's excellent Mexican food that's available here where I live. And you can get Tex-Mex in Taiwan, but it's not that easy to find. And, but I go through these periods where I'll want something from home, and one thing that you can get that is actually very good is American style fried chicken. It is readily available in Taiwan. You can find it at street vendors everywhere. And so one day when I was going through one of these periods when nothing over there was appealing to me, I went and satisfied my hunger with some American style fried chicken from one of the street vendors. And I wanted to do kind of a food review of their fried chicken. And here it is. Taiwan definitely has countless wonderful dishes to choose from, such as signature dishes like beef noodle, fishball soup, scallion noodles, regional specialties like Hakka chicken, vegetarian dishes such as mapo tofu, various types of dumplings, classic street foods like oyster omelets and scallion pancakes, and the freshest fish around. And they even have some of the best ethnic dishes from that region, such as Korean, Thai, Japanese, and even Indian cuisine, which I was fortunate enough to even have some home-cooked Indian vegetarian dishes.
All right, so I'm doing, I guess, kind of a food review over here, but it's born out of really necessity because I kind of hit a wall, and there's nothing over here right now. I'm going through this phase over here where nothing really appeals to my appetite, which is kind of hard to believe. We spent 3 months over here last year. I did go through a short period where I was really craving something from home. This trip has been kind of full of some minor inconveniences, like started out with a sprained ankle. So for the first few weeks, first month, I was here, I was dealing with this ankle that was staying swollen, and I was having a hard time walking normally and having to limp around everywhere. I've had bouts with allergies. We went to Vietnam, and when we got back from Vietnam, I hurt my back. I think it was while I was handling luggage when we arrived back in Kaohsiung. And that put me out for at least a day. It was the most back pain that I've had in my lower back in probably 20 years, and could not stand up. One day I was seated, went to stand up, I couldn't stand up. It took me a couple of hours before I could straighten out and walk around. Then the other day I got hit with a stomach bug, which put me out for another day. I stayed in bed for most of one day. Killed my appetite. I didn't have anything to eat for 2 days. I haven't really eaten in almost 3 days. And I've been today I ended up really hungry, but nothing over here has appealed to me. And so I've been craving something from back home. Like I told Marie, I was craving some spaghetti, plate of spaghetti, garlic bread, Kind of craving some Mexican food. Those places that we've got some of these places in Dalton where you go in and nobody speaks English, and you either have to point on the menu or use a translation app on your phone to tell them what you want. That's the kind of Mexican food right now that I'm really craving. But in the meantime, there is American style fried chicken over here in Taiwan that's readily available just about everywhere. And so we stopped at a place that was selling it on the street. It's common with street vendors here to have this, what I call American style fried chicken. It's pretty close to what you would get from back home. The only thing is, I can't get buffalo style sauce over here, or if you can, I don't know where to find it. And a lot of the hot sauce that they have over here is kind of sweet. It'll have a little bit of a sweet taste to it. But anyway, they sprinkle some black pepper on this, I guess, to spice it up. So I got myself 3 of these wings that you can commonly find on the street up here. It's cheap. These were about a dollar each, US money. Nice white meat on the inside. Oh, and I got a Sprite to wash it down with. And this chicken is usually very juicy and a pretty good bang for the buck. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. This will help fill that void that I've been having for a few days. So I just wanted to share that with my friends back home and let you know I'm okay. I'll get through this.